Good morning. Akemashite omedetou gozaimasu. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, the year of the snake. The snake of adventure and overcoming challenges. So this is the year of the snake. And this service is both our regular Sunday morning family service and the monthly memorial for January. For those of us who are here for monthly memorial, it is the time to remember our loved ones who have passed away before us. This is the opportunity to make a spiritual offering, the offering of incense, and a time to express our gratitude for all the benefits we have already received. This service is a way to say thank you to our loved ones who have already passed. Buddhist memorial services are in memory of a loved one, but the real purpose for having the service is for us, the ones who remain behind. We have this opportunity to make a spiritual offering and to remember how much we have and for how much we have to be grateful for. As most of you already know, Reverend Todd Tsuchiya is on temporary medical leave due to some back and hip pain. And he has had hip replacement surgery recently and is recovering. I saw him this past week and he is doing better, but he is still in recovery mode. So I hope everyone will honor his need to unplug and to use this time to recover. This morning, I'd like to talk about gratitude, one of the main themes of course, Buddhism, and in particular, our temple of Shin Buddhism. As humans, we rely on others, and we should be grateful and express our gratitude to others. But often we don't. Looking at the human condition, we have many hurdles to overcome and to go through. And thinking back on the phases of life, when we are infants, we are dependent on our parents for everything: food, clothes, shelter, love. No infant could survive by themselves. And as we get older, we want to be independent. As adolescents, we know our parents are so old and they don't know anything. And I am the center of the universe. Maybe as college kids, we know adults are so dumb and that I know everything. As young working folks, we begin to think I'm on top of the world and the world owes me something. And then about the age of 25, children come to realize that maybe parents are not so dumb after all. And maybe I don't know everything. And maybe I have to find my place in this world. And through these early aging cycles, there's always this sense that I am independent. I can take care of myself. And, you're just so energetic. And maybe it takes several more decades to begin to realize that I have always been supported and assisted by many people and many things I cannot control. But definitely, we have our parents, our family, our teachers, our friends, our neighbors, and so many others that I don't even know. They're helping me and assisting me. Hopefully, this would lead to a sense of gratitude. And this is the Buddhist way, the way of non-ego and selflessness. Non-ego and selflessness. So, wisdom and compassion, or gratitude and kindness. So we have to be aware of perhaps looking at the cycle of life in many different ways. There is certainly the way of the ego and selfishness. One can grow up with a sense of entitlement and somehow sensing that I earned everything on my own efforts. One can believe that I deserve everything and that I worked hard for it because I earned it. And one continues to believe that I am the center of the universe and everything revolves around me. Or we could look at perhaps as the Buddhist way. We have an awareness of how easily our ego self can get out of control. And there are schools of Buddhism that try to train our minds and our bodies so we don't give up, give into the temptations, and to somehow have the discipline to control our ego. But it is the beauty in the profound message of Shin Buddhism that only wants us to laugh at our ego, to laugh at our selfishness, to have a sense of humor about our limitations. We know we can be selfish, and then we can be aware of that selfishness, and then laugh. The profound humor of Shin Buddhism is that we know we cannot overcome the ego self. We need the wisdom and compassion that is Amida Buddha to realize that everything is temporary, and this too shall pass. Because we already know that we cannot fully overcome our ego, and we cannot overcome our selfishness, we can only laugh at our limitations and pass off our limitations, knowing that our enlightenment is already assured by Amida Buddha. It is given to us. It is a gift to us. Perhaps we could understand this with the example of incense. A smelly onion. When we cut an onion in the kitchen, we know it is smelly, and it is a very strong smell. But when we bring the onion upstairs to the hondo, close to the incense smoke, we no longer smell the onion. The incense is the strongest smell, and the incense is stronger smelling than the onion. It overpowers the smell of the onion. In a similar way, like the onion, full of blind passions and limitations, us human beings, when coming close to Amida Buddha, coming close to the Buddha Dharma, the teachings, that we then become overpowered by the Dharma, just like the incense overpowers the smell of the onion. It doesn't change the onion, it simply overpowers it. When you take the onion back downstairs, it is still a smelly onion. But when it is here, close to the Dharma, it is overpowered by the smell of the incense. Just as the Buddha Dharma overpowers our limitations. And the Dharma is like the incense. It's always around us. When we look around us, the gift of Buddhism is everywhere. And we express our gratitude for the wisdom and compassion of Amida Buddha. Most of all, we are grateful that Amida is patient and waits for us selfish human beings to change from the selfish, egocentric self to approach with a sense of gratitude, with a sense of kindness. We come to realize that we should be grateful for all the help we have received from sources known as well as the unknown. But we are constantly receiving the benefits from others. There are so many causes and conditions. So we say thank you to Amida Buddha for allowing us to see things as they really are. And with this we say, Namo Amida Butsu, with gratitude and kindness beyond words.